Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sports Talk Network YouTube channel here. Even though the channel does say my name, I hope to change it to Sports Talk Network. So that's what it is. As you can tell, if you do, whether you frequently or whatever, go to my channel, you see the new banner that I've had created by Me at Me Richmond on Twitter. He created my banner. He created my new logo for my Talking Packers to Steve and Steve's Wrestling Ramble that I use as thumbnails for most of the times, for most episodes moving forward for now. Previously, for the NFL one, I just used the Packer logo, as you could tell, obviously. And I do now have them, or have had them now for a little bit while now in their own albums, in their own playlists, I guess you can call them playlists. Albums are for Facebook and picture albums, but playlists on my channel here on YouTube, youtube.com/user/Kapleen08. You can let others know that might be interested. I talk all sports. I know it's mostly NFL and WWE, but if you want me to talk about something else, if you want me to share my thoughts on whatever topic that might interest you, that you might want to hear my 2 cents, 10 cents, whatever you want to hear my thoughts on it, let me know, and I'll more than likely take that suggestion and make a video. Now, I do usually, take everybody's suggestion and do 100% of them because that's the type of person I am. If someone's, take time out of their day to give me a suggestion for a topic for a video or a topic for my NFL or WWE podcast that you want me to talk about or expand about and talk about specifically, either, like I said, about that or something separate in its own video, then I usually answer that because, like I said, you're taking time out of your day, and I thank you for it, to contact me and say, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Maybe you should do a video about this, or maybe try a reaction, or this, or whatever people suggest. I'll give it a try, and then we'll see if others care to watch, which is obviously up to YouTube Nation, up to everybody else. So I just wanted to leave that out there. You're welcome to follow me on Twitter at Army_strong_06. You can also, You can also follow me on Twitter at WW_podcast, at Talking_Packers, and at Politics_WI, and WI meaning Wisconsin. I talk about local, state, and national politics on that Twitter handle. It's not a podcast yet, but hey, people want to hear maybe a podcast form, I'm open to do it. I have done some videos about the election. I did a video about Donald Trump when he announced he was running, President-elect now, Donald J. Trump, and one after the election was over and after the results came in and everything. And that is the one and only time in a video that I am actually wearing a full suit. Jacket, tie, dress shirt, dress pants, dress socks, even dress shoes I was wearing. Even though you couldn't see it on the camera, I didn't really have to, but I did. For first and only time so far on this channel that I was all decked out in my dressed to the nines in my suit. So I don't know. I'm kind of proud of that, even though my suit jacket I might have to get refitted for one, just because I had that one since high school. Just to share a little bit more about myself before I get on topic. But I wore a suit when I was in high school because I was part of DECA, organizational marketing students, part of DECA in my high school, in my town and my small town. Excuse me, in north central Wisconsin here, and I was part of DECA for all 4 years of my high school life. I held every office in that organization, from treasurer to president. So I myself have been a president-elect. Now it's for a high school organization, not for running the country, but different stress levels, different jobs, obviously. But still, I guess I could say I was a president-elect, a president one time for something, and president of DECA. When I was a junior, actually, when I was a junior in high school, I was president. And when I was a senior, I had one of the other offices because there were 4 offices. I held all 4 of them each year in my time there. First one being treasurer, then vice president, president, and then I forget what the fourth one was, but that was senior year. So that was tons of fun. I enjoyed my time there. So that's where that suit jacket is from. The gold tie I got for confirmation, so that's been for a while. And confirmation was when I was in eighth grade to ninth, going into high school. Before becoming a high school freshman. So that was summer 2002. Excuse me. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm just explaining that. But anyways, so I did talk about that. So if you want me to talk about something, just let me know, and I will for sure do that. But the Scream Queens episode, I gotta say, this episode here, episode numero 9, Loving the D, which is an interesting title for a couple reasons, I'm sure you know, especially those, their minds in the gutter. And I don't blame you. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of too when I saw that. But anyways, it was a interesting. Oh. Yeah. Sorry about that. Interesting name for the episode there, Loving the D. Interesting opening scene there. The Chanel is being chased by all three green meanies and everything. That was certainly interesting, and something actually was also interesting with one of them attacking the other meanie when it had one of the Chanel's cornered to get got, but as expected or as thought, it was Dr. Cascade. I think it is Dr. Cascade, played by Taylor Lautner, because Taylor Lautner wants to save one of them. It's interesting with them kind of infighting between the green meanings. We saw throughout the episode, with one wanting to save the other, one wanting to get, you know what I mean? Just an infighting there. And we see Hester there, Green Meanie Summit, or a meeting. We need to have a little meeting there of the Green Meanies. So, it's certainly going to be interesting how things move forward and how everything was. But Loving the D was actually talking about this doctor. And then later on, she the hospital, and then another interesting part of it was with one of the Chanel's actually being a genius, finding out that she was a genius. She didn't cheat like the other ones did for a test, and no one cares. It's like, okay. And then the doctor, let me see here. And then the doctor from that Loving the D is poisoned because that nurse, remember when she was talking with the number one Chanel in her office, was trying to get her to drink this because she poisoned that one too, or that probably was the same one. And then, as it is in the show, or any show, things are switched, whether it's for a gag or something like this. Point is that that's what happened, and then the intended target was not the one that was poisoned. It was the unintended. You know what I mean? The other one, I guess, is the one that took the fall. So this episode was actually pretty dang good all around from start to finish. I enjoyed this one. Not saying I hated all the other ones. I mean, I watched every other one. Like I said, I am unable to watch it live every single week, which is unfortunate. But this one is one I actually wish I was able to watch live on Tuesday. The other ones were okay, had the good parts. This one, actually, the first episode here of season 2, and I can say there was a lot more episodes from season 1. Pretty much the whole season, to be quite honest. Season 1 was good from start to finish to me. Or maybe not every single one. I might be incorrect saying that. Me and my honesty. I'd probably say 70% of them from season 1 were great from start to finish. And this one being the only one so far, to me personally, been great from start to finish. So I am a Scream Queen fan, but I'm more of a Scream fan. As you can tell from my reviews from this show and the other show, how more in detail I am with Scream than I am with Scream Queens. I like them both, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this review at all. Trust me, I wouldn't waste my time if it didn't deserve my time, or didn't deserve time from anyone in any way. Not just me. I'm not saying I'm above it. I didn't mean it to come off that way, but it's still, you want to do things that are worthwhile and good for your channel. So I do feel it is, and I do feel this episode for sure in itself is great. Like I said, from start to finish. But anyways, like I said, there was that scene, the nurse and Chanel, and she kind of made a offhand comment about Grease and everything, about not being a fan and how it happened, what happened last time, early in season 1 there, and we find out how the nurse and that woman are related, or she's trying to get revenge for her. So we know who she's after. We know who Dr. Cascade is after, and also trying to protect. And then the other one, who was actually that one girl's father, and he actually was on a show called Rules of Engagement. He was pretty funny there, more of the comedy guy or comedy act of that show, Rules of Engagement. If you ever saw it, watch it on Netflix while you're watching other shows on Netflix like Fuller House. If you haven't been binge watched on that or whatever, get Rules of Engagement a try. It's a very good show. It would be best for business to enjoy it, or maybe not to enjoy it, but to watch it. It's up to you individually if you enjoy it. I'm not saying you have to enjoy it. You don't have to. You can watch it and say, oh, it's not for me. That's fine. I'm just saying that it would be behoove you or best for business to give it a chance. Whether you watch one episode or give it a couple episode chances, depending on how you do things, that is up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do in that respect, but all I'm asking, maybe give it a shot. Again, it's called Rules of Engagement, and that's where I remember him from. But anyways, point is he is killed off because Hester has the idea of, trying to get the Chanel's off track with that one, or everybody really off track with having the headline being of a green meanie being killed, even though the Chanels know there is more than one because they were, in a hospital area being attacked by all three of them, knowing that there is more than one. They saw it with their own eyes. So, but with everybody else, that's so unclear. And with the Chanels being how they are, no one would really believe them that there were more than one, unless they took a photo or videotaped what was going on, or got a security camera from the hospital, because this is the hospital. It's going to be surveillance all the time, just how it is, or how it should be there. So if they did that, maybe that's what it's leading to try to prove to everyone else is that there's more than one green meanie. So, and maybe, as I was thinking, that maybe Hester might take over as number 3, as a third green meanie, or the leader of the pack there, I guess you could say, from being the Red Devil from season 1, so the first killer. So who knows where it's going to go, how it's going to lead, but it certainly was a very dang good episode. I certainly enjoyed it from start to finish. But thanks for everybody that watched live. Thanks for everybody that will be watched archived. Another short review, but just want to get it up here and share my thoughts here for this week's episode of Scream Queens. Here, season 2, episode 9. So enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy holidays to everybody. And as always, take care.